Hey vlog, so this week has been pretty good. Been all about bears over here. And so I've got one finished object you can kind of see there and one work in progress to show you. So finished objects first. This is my Winnie the Pooh Lovey is what we're calling it. It's my first attempt ever. Last week I showed the blanket portion that I made. And then this week I got the head and the arms and kind of the little shirt on there. And to be perfectly honest, it's not my favorite. I think it would have been more successful if I had, instead of making the shirt and attaching it to the head and the arms and then attaching it to the blanket, I think it would have been more successful if instead of having this like longer, this bigger swatch of white here, doing a gray square in the middle of the swatch. I don't know if this is making any sense. I'll flip to the back side. So kind of where this spot is wrinkled where it's sewn on, if I had done that just like a big red square, that way that gave the effect of the blanket, or sorry, the effect of the shirt. I think the draping would have looked a lot better. Whereas right now I feel like it looks a little bit like Winnie the Pooh is wearing a dress. At least that's what my daughter says. I showed it to her when I finished it last night and she's just like, dress? Okay, yeah, it does kind of look like a dress. I mean, I think it's kind of cute, but I also think I have a long way to go. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to give it to my friend for her baby because it might not be cute enough. But I mean, that's what happens when you're trying to figure something out that's new and you've never done before, and that's where I am. So, you know, it's my first, it's an attempt. I don't think it was perfect by any means, but I did learn a lot. And my daughter did really like the size of the head, and so she carried around the head like all last night while I was working on getting the other parts made. She thinks it's really cute. So I guess if I don't give it to my friend, she will be very happy to have it, my daughter. And that is why there's actually a couple of little like flecks of things on it, because she's been carrying it around the house all day. I thought I have like a standing height tabletop, and I thought that she couldn't get to anything up there, and it turns out she can. She climbs up on my stool and manages to bring things down. So need to get something even higher so she can't get into my things. Anyhow, moving on to not finished objects, works in progress for today. So I am working on this teddy bear for my daughter for Christmas. This episode really is all about my daughter. It's teddy bears and my daughter. So this is supposed to, when it's done, look like Bob from Wish and Poof. And really the only thing that's different on this pattern, or you know, on this that I'm making now versus my panda pattern, which is what I'm basing it on, is that I hand sewed some purple fleece into the ears, and then like the hands will have fleece as well, and the feet. In my normal pattern, I don't have any fleece in the ears, just the hands and feet. And I did the eyes a little bit smaller. I did them more similar to the first Winnie the Pooh that I made, because it's a little bit more true to the character that my daughter's familiar with. So those are really the only differences. So I just have to add the limbs and the tail, and then I'll be done with this, and it'll be ready to be wrapped and go under the Christmas tree. So I'm really excited about that. One thing I did learn on this one though, because I I made the head and the body last week. Yes, last week at our friend's house when we were playing D&D. And I forgot to bring a nylon to put the stuffing in. And so I was thinking, I was like, well, I've learned to crochet like tighter than I used to, so it's probably fine to just stuff directly into the body and the head cavity. So I went ahead and did that. And I tell ya, I stand by nylons because as I've been like attaching the ears and the snout, I have gotten so much just like little like bits of stuffing that has come out, and it's not as clean of a look. And I know when I add the arms and the legs and the tail, like there are also going to be like little tiny bits of fiber fill that come out just from passing like the needle or the hook through. And so it's a little bit frustrating, but it's also good to know, like, I won't do that again. And I will keep, telling people to use nylons because it gets a better look when you're all done because you won't have all those little bits of fiber fill. And also it makes the product more high quality because if there is a tear or something, or if, little fingers can reach in and pull at things, they're not going to be emptying the cavity of the body of stuffing. So that's where that is. So other things, I did want to say thank you to Terry from the Yarn Joy podcast. She gave me a shout out. What day was it? Thursday? Maybe Friday? I can't remember. And it was very sweet of her. So I wanted to say thank you for that. And to those who have come here from Terry, welcome. These are just my vlogs where I talk about what's been going on in my crochet life. Not everything that I talk about is a pattern that can be purchased yet. A lot of it is just like rough draft or me trying things. Case in point, this here, but I'm learning. I really enjoy crocheting, so. And then other things, over the Christmas holiday, I'm going to be doing a social media fast. So next week I'm going to vlog again on Saturday like I normally do, but then from then to the beginning of the new year, I'm going to just do a complete social media fast, so I won't be on YouTube or Pinterest or Facebook or Instagram. I'm just going to take some time off and be with my family and I think make some plans for the business going forward. My little side hobby that I'd like to be more of a business. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. Like I said, next week I will post another vlog in which I should have this done unless something goes terribly awry, but I don't foresee that happening. It should be able to get done. And I have a commission that I need to have done by kind of the beginning of January. So I'm going to start working on that and I'll show you guys that process as well. It's going to be a smaller sheep. So I'm excited to give that a go. I think it'll be really fun. So I hope you guys are well. I hope the holiday season is treating you guys well, and I will talk to you again next week. Take care.